guys, how are you all today? I'm so excited to bring to you my first impressions for Akagami no Shirayuki. Akagami no Shirayuki is an anime series out this summer season. It's based on the traditional fairy tale Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. You probably know the traditional fairy tale. Snow White was like the fairest in the land, so her evil stepmother wanted to kill her, and she ended up almost dying because she ate a poisoned apple. Akagami no Shirayuki takes a lot of those elements from the classic story and actually puts them in a really new, refreshing, fairy tale-esque fantasy kingdom anime series. Now this series really started out with a really great opening. It has one of the best first episodes I've seen thus far in the season because the first episode just draws you in, gives you a little bit of everything you want, and then throws you forward into the plot. So to give a quick recap of what happens in the episode, Shirayuki is basically a herbalist in her home kingdom, and the very idiot and annoying prince of that kingdom ends up taking an interest in her and asks her to become his concubine. Shirayuki obviously doesn't want to be caged in, and she does not want to become someone's wife, so she ends up running away in the middle of the night. Once she crosses the border overnight, she ends up falling asleep next to an abandoned house, and in the morning she meets 3 new friends, one of which is actually prince of another kingdom, and his friends are actually his guards. She doesn't know that he's a prince, but she ends up befriending him as Zen, and Shirayuki ends up telling him her story of how she's running away because she doesn't want to marry the prince from the other kingdom. The interesting thing after the first episode is that we get Shirayuki's Snow White elements all thrown into there, and it's not Shirayuki who ends up eating the poisoned apple, it's actually Zen, and once Zen eats the apple, Shirayuki's kind of defenseless and she gets taken back to see the prince that wants to marry her. Luckily for everyone, Zen has built up a little bit of an intolerance to poisons. In case he gets poisoned, he ends up kicking down the door to save her. He's like, I object! And it was just the best moment ever. I mean, great story writing. I really loved the first episode. I haven't seen a really princely character in such a long time, and it was so refreshing for me. Sometimes you just want to see a really heroic, charming, easygoing prince save a girl. And you don't really want to see those classic reused tropes. As adorable and as sweet as that is, what I loved about this moment in episode 1 is that right when Zen kicks down the door to save Shirayuki, Shirayuki is pretty much prepared to give up her entire life and marry the horrible prince so that she can get the antidote to save Zen. And at that point, she still doesn't know that Zen is a prince, so she's only doing this for someone that she's just met 24 hours ago who's showed her so much kindness in the middle of nowhere. It really makes her a very generous and giving person. I think this shows off her personality a lot. I don't know how well male fans will like this because I think most of the story will be told from Shirayuki's perspective, but for a girl who is a very educated herbalist who literally runs away from her kingdom because she wants her independence, I think Akagami no Shirayuki will be a really great series for female fans. And I feel like she's also a very refreshing character. She is not a princess. I'd really love to hear more of her backstory because I find her a very interesting character, and I'm hoping that I'll get to see more strong sides of her as the story develops. I really hope she doesn't just fall in love with Zen and then completely forgets everything that she ever knew just for the guy. I feel like that's not the case judging from what we've seen from episode 1, and I'm really interested to see the dialogue interactions. Shirayuki comes from such a different background from Zen, and Zen knows so many different things and sees the world so differently. I kind of want to see them compare perspectives and connect more in that respect. So anyways, these are my thoughts on Akagami no Shirayuki. I haven't been this excited for a kingdom fantasy series in a really long time, so I really hope you guys will try this. I'm really strongly considering recapping this weekly on my blog, and also I'm going to wrap this up with a full series review at the end of the season, so you guys can look forward to that. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like or subscribe for more from me. New videos are coming very soon, a lot of first impression videos, some rant videos, 1 or 2 K-pop videos. Until then, I hope you guys are well, and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. Bye!